And this team's really good. And it goes back to Will's comment of the game being connected. And if we want to defend this team really well, we have to play good offense. And in the first half, we had 12 turnovers, and they had 20 points off turnovers. Our half-court defense was very good. Our transition defense was poor because our offensive physicality at times was poor. And so in the second half, we had 6 turnovers for 4 points in transition, and we were able to guard them in the half court. And you know, when we play connected basketball with physical half-court defense and intentional, poised offense, whether that's playing fast or in the half court, doesn't matter. We have to be able to do both. You know, we play better, and you know, that's kind of what we did tonight.
And the one, I guess, positive of the situation is O'Shea gets to play, and he had a pretty big impact on this rebounding, actually finally scoring at the end there at 3. Can you just tell us about tonight?
He's been playing great. I love the mindset that he brings, the multiple efforts, the winning plays, the toughness, the physicality. Every time he's in the game, you feel his presence, and he's been playing great for us.
You mentioned like those first half turnovers. When you see that happening, what do you see that's going wrong? What's kind of leading to it? So
we had 12. So one was you know, Neesmith ran through a pass because he's a physical defender. One was McConnell stole an inbounds pass, and then there's 10. There was probably 4. Like, we caught it in the paint, and they do a good job of collapsing in on guys when you get it in the paint, when you create 2-on-1s. And whether we didn't hold the guy off enough on the seal or we didn't make a physical pass to a kick out, we played with the right intentions. We just didn't finish plays. And so I think, you know, 10 of those just came from that. You know, we're in the half court, you drive into the paint, they have active hands, they collapse, you got to kick it out. So they do a good job of that. And I thought we played with really good intentions. We just didn't execute some of those, and they were able to get deflections or steals, and they were able to get out in transition.
How are you so much more effective this time with Halliburton and keeping him from getting into the
What do you shoot? I don't know. It's a good question. I think a lot of that has to do with our half-court defense. I thought we were physical. I thought we did a good job of not letting him reject us, staying in front of him, angles, bringing him to help. And, you know, the toughest thing to do against this team is to keep him out of transition. And I thought our guys did that tonight. And, you know, whether it was Drew, Derek, Jalen, Jason, everybody guarding him did a good job of having good body position on him.
You kind of talked before the game about finding lessons in growth while also winning.
Yeah.
When obviously with KP, foul trouble with Derek and Jason. I think he missed like 9 free throws in that third quarter, but just kind of kept going.
Mm-hmm.
What did you like about that process?
I think even knowing you're a good team, you have to earn wins. And I think sometimes when you're a good team, you can get into situations of not necessarily thinking that you're just going to win, but, you know, just playing. There's a difference between just playing and, like, we're going to earn this win. And I feel like we were in a situation tonight where we had to earn it. We had to play tougher on offense. We had to make multiple efforts on defense. And I think that's what I learned today is, like, we earned the win. And that sounds a little cliche, or, you know, I'm sure you guys are going to run with it as far as, like, you know, the way we play. But I think we play hard every game, but I think there's like 20, 25 games a year that you got to, like, really work at to win. And tonight was one of them.
Do you feel like Aaron Neesmith takes these games personally?
I think he takes every game personally. I think that's why that's how he's gotten to this point and has been able to survive the league and the ups and downs and the inconsistencies. Is, you know, he takes, I don't know if he takes it personally, he just loves playing and he loves playing hard. So he plays that way every game.
And then we talk about guys stepping up at Al Horford and the winning plays that he made today.
The best. The high hand steal for the transition, the offensive rebounds that he's getting. You know, he's just a guy that you can always rely on, and he leads by example. And you know, his positivity is contagious and his poise is contagious, so he's the best.
We didn't even ask you about Jason. Hit 8 threes, 38.
That's what happens when you have a guy like him, is you take him for granted sometimes.
So there's been a lot of times this year we've asked you, like, you know, what's wrong with the shooting? Why isn't it going? That sort of thing. What are you seeing from now? You're always, like, kind of laughing at us like that.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because I think it's so interesting that when you have a guy for so long, it's not that we take him for granted. It's just it's easy when you get new toys or, like, you have different things that we want to talk about. And it's actually the ultimate compliment. I was telling him, when you get to the point where, like, you're so good and you're so good from a basketball standpoint and you want to get better and you're such high character that people can take it for granted. I think that's the ultimate compliment because they start to just see it as like, oh, you're just supposed to do that. And his growth as a player in the last month, I think, has exponentially just jumped. The patience that he's playing with on drives, his potential assist average, his screening, his ability to know that he needs his teammates to make him better. And he had 38 points on 23 shots, and I didn't think he forced very much. And for the second straight game, oh no, he only got 4 free throws. He had 14 yesterday, but he had 38, 14, and 6. And it's like, if another player in the league does that, that's all people talk about. And he does it, and it's like, KP got hurt in the first half, and all that stuff. And like, we got to do a great job of understanding the appreciation of everybody, and it starts with him. But when you get to the point where you're as good as he is, people just take it for granted. I think that's the ultimate compliment.